everyone, how are you doing? It's Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your bonus Mercury Cazimi message. It is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. So before we begin, I wanted to give you a little breakdown on what this means for you. So on July 12th, 2026, there will be a Mercury Cazimi in Cancer. The astrological event occurs when Mercury, the planet of communication and the mind, forms an exact conjunction with the sun. The term Cazimi comes from an Arabic phrase which means in the heart of the sun. While planets close to the sun are usually weakened or combust, a planet sitting perfectly inside the sun's precise core is believed to become supercharged, illuminated, and even purified. Because this alignment takes place while Mercury is in retrograde, in the sensitive water sign of Cancer, it functions as a powerful mental reset. So the Cazimi will act as a new moon phase for the mind, lifting the typical confusion of Mercury retrograde to bring a sudden intuitive hit of clarity. Taking place in Cancer, this event focuses heavily on the home, family dynamics, childhood memories, as well as your sense of emotional security. Many people experience an epiphany or receive a clarifying message regarding ongoing personal issues, financial reorganization, or domestic situations. Traditional astrologers view the brief hours of the Cazimi window as an ideal time for intention setting and critical communication. You can use this energy to journal your breakthroughs, have an honest conversation to resolve a conflict, or reorganize areas of your life that have felt stuck. So with all of that said now, let's begin. Hello, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Let's take a look now at your Mercury Cazimi message. Now, for you, Aquarius, this will be impacting your daily routines, your health, and your work environment. You will find a brilliant solution to a health issue or a frustrating workplace problem. It is the ultimate day for you to reorganize your schedule and streamline your daily habits. So tell me more about this here, please, for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What else do they need to know about daily routines, health, and work environment? For their Mercury Cazimi message for July 12th, 2026. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the new moon, card number 45, and we have truth. Okay, card number 25. I believe that was at the bottom of the deck for the Capricorn reading that I did before. Why do we have new moon and truth here for the Aquarius collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Why is this their Mercury Cazimi message? One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Three of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Sorry, he's going nuts over catnip over there. At the bottom of the deck, Two of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. And that leaves the Ten of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. Let's begin to clarify. Clarify this Three of Cups for me, please. So the next new moon that we have is actually on July 14th, just 2 days after this Cazimi. I feel like there's a discussion here that needs to take place between you and another person, maybe you and a group of people. And right behind the truth card, we have boundaries. And then I have the death card. So something here has to change. Something needs to be discussed and something needs to change here. Tell me about the Three of Cups here, please, for Aquarius. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Three of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Swords, the King of Wands, and the World card. Bottom of the deck, the Ten of Swords. Yeah, something that is continuing here can't continue this way. And I don't know if it's just between you and one person or you and like a group of people, but I have an Aquarius collective here that's not happy because they feel like they are carrying the weight of something. And I don't know if it's the weight of the department, the weight of the workplace. Sorry about that, Aquarius. The camera literally shut down when I said that, but there is something about like the way this connection has been moving forward needs to be shut down. I'm not saying the connection itself, but there's a feeling here of like, there are some uncomfortable truths maybe, but there's a discussion here that needs to be had because this is unsustainable. If it's third party, you know, with that 3 of Cups and the 2 Kings and the Queen here on the table, like that needs to be, that's unsustainable. If this is a workplace environment where you're doing the bulk of the work, that is unsustainable. If it's just a 2-person relationship, but you're having to do all of the labor, or you provide all of the financial relief, or you're the only one who is authentic and truthful, and you know, maybe your person doesn't say anything, or they're keeping secrets, like whatever it is here, it is unsustainable for you. So if it's not your message, please check another placement. But I feel like something here within a dynamic between 2 people or a group of people is unsustainable. Page of Pentacles. Clarify that Page of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the 6 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. 4 of Cups. Tell me about the 4 of Cups. One more shuffle. Thank you. 4 of Cups is clarified by the 8 of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles. There's someone here in this dynamic that is not happy, and I feel like it's you. I'm going to read it like it's you, but if you feel that you want to reverse this because you know that it's your person or the other person or other people involved, you can do that. But I feel like I'm reading for an Aquarius collective where you're not very happy in respect to some type of connection here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Knight of Cups is clarified by the Magician, the Page of Wands, and the 3 of Cups. Queen of Swords. And see, I feel like I have a group of you where if you were able to manifest this connection or this partnership or whatever this group dynamic is, like if you were completely capable of making this a success, like you would. I do think that you want success with this person or these people. And I think you've tried to discover ways on how you can make this work, but I don't think it's working for you. Queen of Swords, this is your energy now, whether you are masculine or feminine. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Queen of Swords is clarified by the 10 of Swords, the 7 of Wands. Oh yeah, it's you. This is unsustainable for you, my darling. The work environment, the relationship. 4 Swords, clarify the 4 Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. The 4 of Swords is clarified by the 9 of Wands, the 7 of Swords, and the Death card. Bottom of the deck, the Hermit. So Aquarius, this was, the Cazimi is going to highlight something here about your daily routine, your health, or your work environment. So first of all, if this is a work environment, I feel like you're not happy here. You do too much, or you are underpaid, or you carry the weight of the company, or the weight of the, there's no delegation here. Wasn't that your reading where maybe some of you need to learn how to say no, or you need to learn how to delegate tasks? And same thing if this is within like the construct of like a family. There's, everything can't be on Aquarius's back. Like you literally, right behind the 10 of Wands, we have the Devil and we have the Tower. This is unsustainable. You can't carry the weight of this connection. You can't carry the weight of the company or the department. And I do believe for a lot of you, it is affecting your health. The 4 Swords, you might feel tired all the time or depleted. The 9 of Wands, it's like every morning you wake up, it's like Groundhog Day. It's like, do I ever get a break? So it could be a combination for some of you. Like you might have issues at work, but then you come home and you have all these responsibilities at home. So it could be for some of you like a lot of different areas of your life where you have somehow ended up in the position of shouldering the burden. And that 7 of Swords to the Death card to the Hermit, I feel like this is having a negative impact on your health. And something here needs to change. And I think somewhere in this energy of the Cazimi, July 12th, I would even say 13th, the 14th, especially right because of that new moon, there is some truth here that needs to be spoken, and there are some boundaries here that need to be put up. You can't be responsible for all the meals in the household. You can't be responsible for walking the dogs all the time. You can't be responsible for everything that's going on at work. There's another person or other people involved, and regardless of their age or their rank at work, there's more that they could be doing. And I think you have people here that know that they're taking advantage of you. They know that if they don't do it, you'll do it. Let's get you some advice. And if this is third party, whether you are triangulating two people or you're being triangulated, that is unsustainable as well. And that is affecting your health as well. So take the messages how they resonate to you. But there's a stressful connection or connections in your life that are beginning to affect your health. And this might be highlighted for you on that day. That might prompt you to have the conversation. 3 cards of advice, please. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the 10 of Cups. We have the Death. You have 3 Death cards here. Death card, and right behind Truth and Boundaries, we have the other Death card. Something needs to change. Page of Swords. We need to have a conversation. 7 of Swords, again, that's 2. So a conversation here needs to be had about delegation or other people pulling the weight. And look, if this is a really stressful job, maybe it's just time to find another job. But I feel like I've tapped into a group of you where you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot at home. You're doing a lot at work. You're probably doing things, 3 of Cups, within your community. I think your plate is full. I think it's overflowing. I think you have a person or people probably within your home, okay, or your workplace that do not pull their weight. And there's too much responsibility on you, Aquarius. And if it hasn't affected your health, it's probably going to begin to affect your health. And you might experience some signs of that. I'm not a fear-mongering tarot reader, okay? I'm just telling you what's here. You might experience something on July 12th that says, okay, you know what? I got to put some hard boundaries in place. This other person or other people, they need to start pulling their weight. Something here needs to shift, air, and a conversation here needs to be had. Let's get you an oracle card. I think you have people knowingly taking advantage of you because, again, I don't have to do it because I know eventually you're going to do it. Okay. Heart's desire. Ignite your inner passion and desires, driving you toward your dreams. I'm also getting the feeling like this could become a heated conversation. Bottom of the deck, trust. Establish trust in yourself and in others. So I feel like there's a lack of trust here right now with the 2 7 of Sword cards. And I think that's because at least one person here is actively betraying you by putting too much of the weight of whatever's going on here on you. And I think you have probably a very difficult time chasing your heart's desires because you're probably exhausted from everything that you're doing for this person or these people. So an honest conversation here needs to be had, and July 12th would be your opportunity to do just that. That is what I have for you, my Aquarius family. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.